Hello and welcome. It's 8 a.m. India time or 2:30 in the morning in London and 9:30 in the evening in New York. First up, news from the western Indian state of Gujarat. The second and final phase of the assembly election in Gujarat gets underway after intense campaigning by both sides. Campaigning was on its peak from both the BJP and the Congress, while it is a matter of prestige for the Bharatiya Janata Party since Gujarat is PM Modi's home state and he was the Chief Minister for 12 years. For the Congress Party, it is a matter of survival. The second and final phase of elections will see 93 assembly seats spread across 14 districts in north and central Gujarat going to polls today. A total of 851 candidates are in the fray for the second phase, where 2.22 crore people are eligible to vote. The Congress Party's President-elect Rahul Gandhi has predicted a Zabardast result for his party. Both the parties campaigned with attacks and counterattacks. The exit polls in the closely watched race begin today, and the final results are scheduled for December the 18th. All right, for more on this story, I'm now joined by Amit Prakash, a correspondent from Vadodara. Good morning, Amit. Give us the mood where you are on the second and final phase of elections gets underway.
Yeah, hi, good morning. We are here at a polling center in Vadodara city, and that is actually central Gujarat. Let me tell you about more about Vadodara. Vadodara has 10 seats, including rural and urban population. And let me tell you also about the last assembly elections results. In 2012, out of 10, 9 seats have been won by BJP and 1 is by independent candidate. So as far as the BJP is concerned, Central Gujarat is always known for the stronghold of BJP. But now the people all around, and in terms of what we talk about, the implementation of GST and note ban, the farmers, the rural population is upset and disappointed. And that's why Congress is trying hard, and actually Congress is banking upon the voters who are disappointed by the decision of cabinet decision, the central cabinet decision of GST and note ban. And that's why Congress is actually trying it as a laboratory for them. In terms of out of 10 seats, what we are talking about, 4 seats, 2 urban and 2 rural. These 2 seats have been a majority of voters from Muslim community, from Patidar community, and that's where Congress is banking on their voters. So let's see, and it will be actually very interesting to see that. Let me tell you one more thing. When Prime Minister Narendra Modi was contesting his Lok Sabha elections from Varanasi seat, the second seat he has chosen to contest from was Vadodara. So now we can understand the intensity of stronghold of BJP on Vadodara. But it will be actually very interesting to see that in this election, how voters are going to react on the decisions of Narendra Modi, who was the Chief Minister of Gujarat and now the Prime Minister of India.
Right, Amit, do stay on. Before I come back to you, I want to introduce another of my colleagues joining us from Ahmedabad this time, Pragya Jha. Pragya, good to have you join us this morning, but if I can go to Amit one more time. Amit, you've been traveling in Gujarat now. Do you pick up any trend or any wave maybe, or is it going to be a neck and neck, a close contest on the cards today?
You know, for the first time in Gujarat, we have traveled almost, I think, 5,000 or 6,000 kilometers from Bhavnagar to different places, from northern Gujarat to central Gujarat. And when you talk about Narendra Modi, when we talk about a chief minister who has served this state for more than 15, 20 years. Now people, you know, they are disappointed. They are actually disappointed by the decisions Narendra Modi and his cabinet has taken. But lots of people, when we had a word with them, they said that GST and note ban, is actually a decision who has actually benefited them, and it will benefit them in long run. And in terms of social security is concerned, they always trust on Narendra Modi. They always, they actually voted to Narendra Modi when they say and when they see development in the whole state. So overall, what the people's reaction is that somewhere they are disappointed, but most of them has said that no, disappointment is another thing, that we are affected with a lot of decisions that they've taken, but they firmly believe that in coming future, these decisions of cabinet, these decisions of Narendra Modi will benefit them for sure.
All right. Thank you, Amit. That was Amit Prakash joining us from Vadodara. And if I can just bring in my colleague Pragya Jha, who is standing by in Ahmedabad this morning. Good morning, Pragya. There we heard Amit talk about how some voters may be disappointed, but they have they say that Prime Minister Modi continues to enjoy trust among the people at large. What are you picking up from where you are?
That's right. Picking up from trust and disappointment, the two keywords. I'm standing in Ahmedabad's Vastral area. Now, this is the Patidar community stronghold. Now, the Patidar community constitutes for slightly over 12% of the percentage of voters, especially by way of community. Now, this is a very stronghold area for the Patidars, who are also the Patels of Gujarat. And now, of late, we've seen the meteoric rise of Hardik Patel, how he's come across, and a sort of a revolution has been brought about by him, claiming that reservations for Patels is the cause for this time's election in Gujarat. And in fact, he's made that one of the prime reasons, and one of the prime reasons why the Patels and the Patidars would want to vote in Gujarat, because he's demanding for reservations for Patels. So standing here in the stronghold area of the Patel community, it'll be interesting to watch where these votes direct to, because at the moment the Vastral constituency here in Gujarat is actually, the seat has been won, and so far it's been won by the Home Minister of this state, that is Pradeep Singh Jadeja, who is a strong man here of the Bharatiya Janata Party in Vastral area. So we'll have to see that the 16 candidates in fray this time, who the votes get directed to, and whether the Home Minister, who's a strong man in the BJP, would be able to retain, although there are predictions that the seats will go with BJP, that BJP will fare very well. The spirits are high, and they are already in a pre-result celebratory mode. So we're expecting, and let's see whether disappointment, as my colleague Amit from Vadodara was talking, that people are disappointed, yes, pertaining to the decisions made related to GST and also demonetization, but whether that disappointment translates into votes not going towards BJP and to Congress instead, that is something we need to wait and watch until the 18th, which is the counting day, when results finally come out for Gujarat Assembly poll. 182 seats in the Assembly constituencies here, so we'll have to wait and watch.
Right, Pragya spoke about the goods and services tax and demonetization, how this might play on the minds of the voters. Now, in Ahmedabad, for instance, how do you think it play itself on the ground in the next few hours or more? What are you picking up? What's your sense?
That's right. So voters will start voting post 8 a.m. officially, and development has been, this is the capital city of Gujarat, and development is one thing that's been seen through the city, and people here usually talk about that because the Prime Minister has been pioneering and championing the cause of development, and he says that all the votes that we seek are on the basis of development in the city, the modernization of the city, and the votes cannot be divided on caste basis. And there are allegations against the Congress that the Congress is trying to gain votes towards themselves by way of casteism and by way of caste divide. So development, of course, in the capital city is evident, and we saw how the Prime Minister in the last leg of his campaigning, day before, by way of flying through the seaplane at the Sabarmati riverfront, exhibited and drew home a point that if it is development and you want to know what I'm talking about, well, this is what I'm talking talking about, and this is what the people of Gujarat are seeking. And there were many here, there were many there to watch that spectacle and to support their Prime Minister, by way of saying that yes, this is a development we are also seeking.
All right, on that note, I want to thank my colleagues Pragya Jha and Amit Prakash who were joining us from Ahmedabad and Vadodara.